All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your big girl pants on because we're going to talk about some serious stuff this morning or afternoon because you are Asteroid Fight Club and you can handle it. All right, as you know, around the Valentine's Day 2021 Saturn Square Uranus event in Texas, we had a big freeze and they shut the power grid down and about 400 people died. And then in June, Canada, at the second Saturn Square Uranus, Canada had a giant freaking heat wave and over 1,000 people died. So we had two specific events that happened at these two peaks, right? We have a third and final act for 2021 coming on Christmas Eve. So what type of a natural disaster will we get on Christmas Eve? I do not know, but could be hot, could be cold, could be earthquake or volcano related. And so I've been watching this spot here and talking about it for a while because we've been consistently getting an earthquake of 4 or greater like every single day in this area, which is very strange to me. And so today we have a new record. We have 5, count them, 5 4 or greater earthquakes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in La Libertad, Liberty, Mexico, right around here. And this runs on this fault. And this fault, as you know, runs up the coast to where we get our other earthquakes in Oregon sometimes. So I just mentioned we are going to be watching this spot because remember the La Palma volcano that went crazy and is still going crazy? It gave us signs that it was going to erupt, and you have a bunch of volcanoes that are down here. And technically, it's a whole volcano chain leading all the way up here, all the way up the coast. So that's just something I'm thinking about talking about because that's the type of shit I do, yo. Also, I do a fundraiser every single month, and I've only got $1,148 left to raise for December. If you'd like to contribute, it would be greatly appreciated. Okie dokie. Also, we are watching and tracking this Eurocane, I think it has a B name, that will be going into like Ireland and the United Kingdom and Europe on the 7th, which is Tuesday, which is now only like 2 days away. And so this will definitely be a very interesting storm, in my opinion. And unfortunately, the last storm, Arwen, brought several deaths. So the stormy pattern continues, and that is going to be a pretty solid, that's like a Category 3 hurricane, man, that will go into Europe. And then you guys will continue to get rainy weather after that, possibly more lows. So that is something to absolutely watch out for. You've got 3 sunspots on the sun right now, and this sunspot has been active with a couple of C-class solar flares. And if I am not mistaken, it popped off an M1.4 solar flare as it is turning around the corner. It's going a little slow here. As we all are on a Sunday. Bam! Do you see that? Yep. As you can see, we're getting activity here as the sun is starting to wake up. So that is very interesting, in my opinion. For the 13th month in a row, the NASA and NOAA projection for the solar cycle 25 activity was exceeded again. They had predicted values of 24 for the sunspot cycle the month of November, and we came in with a 35. And so we'll be looking, in my opinion, for another big push up here in the next month or two. Remember, we've still got like 4 years before we hit solar maximum. Well, nobody knows exactly the point we're going to hit it, but that is a guesstimate. And so it is interesting to watch the sun wake up and strengthen every single day. But this is facing away from Earth and should not have a Earth-facing component. You got winter happening up here in the Great Lakes states, kind of. And then we're looking out for severe weather in the down-home states, talking about you, Tennessee and Kentucky. We'll be watching out for the possibility of tornadoes, straight-line winds, hail, shit like that. But you got a decent amount of snow happening. Well, not really that great for December, but It's better than what we've had lately up in these areas. But it is definitely cold and windy for a lot of people up north. You got Hawaiian blizzard and flash flood watches through Tuesday. And then you got your next, it dips down to Hawaii and then dips straight back up and heads towards Canada and Washington for your next atmospheric river, which I don't think anybody wants up there at this point. But get ready for it because it is coming. And you can see here how the snow and rain is trailing over the big island of Hawaii, Oahu, as we speak. I know. I bet I'll get better at Hawaiian geography after I go there sometime in the future, someday. Yeah. And so you're getting a decent amount of cloud cover. You can see the high pressure over here, clearing out all the air and shit. I remember when the coronavirus first broke out, and I definitely started taking it seriously because there were like 10 people that died on a cruise ship. Remember when the virus really broke out? And I was like, hey man, 10 people dying on a cruise ship. That is not a vacation. That sounds more like a horror film. Anyway, everybody's got pandemic fatigue and just tired of everything. So people taking a lot of chances. So people got on cruise ships again. The Norwegian breakaway departed New Orleans on November 28th and is due to return this weekend. The Louisiana Department of Health said in a news release. Officials said 10 of over 3,200 passengers have tested positive. Yeah, I don't know. It's like being on a floating petri dish. Not my favorite thing to do in a pandemic, but you do you, bro. Hey, despite the calendar flip to December, severe weather is still not out of the rearview mirror as we are watching spring-like weather happen in these areas for today. We're talking Shreveport, Little Rock, Memphis, Nashville, and a lot of areas all around y'all. And unfortunately, we are at the part of the cycle where volcano eruptions are killing people. The death toll following the eruption of Mount Semeru, the highest volcano on Indonesia's most populated island, has risen to 13, with 7 people still missing. This happened to kick off December in our Advent calendar. And we are looking for volcano and earthquake activity to increase with all the gas giants in the same side of the sun. Yeah, it's really a weird time for humanity not to be working together, in my opinion. But you guys know that already. Dr. Simon Lee, as of 12Z, the incipient upper and lower disturbances, which became 960 HPA storm Bada over Ireland on Tuesday, departed the east coast north of America. What? Anyway, we're watching this thing, and this thing will be making landfall on Ireland probably on Tuesday, and it should be a pretty stiff, wet, and blowy thing. And even though, the M-class flare won't be Earth-facing, the sun and Earth are always connected. Oh, hey, the video before this one, I titled Scrooge 2021, Happy Holy Days, Ghost of Christmas Present, Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn. This one's got some surprises, some laughs in it. It's edited. I think I'm getting back in my groove. So check it out if you like to smile and be like, hey, THORnews makes great edited videos. Or if you want, you can be part of the 3% of people who are like, your videos suck. But watch them anyway. Which is always interesting. Yeah, you got filament action happening at the bottom of the sun. And then you had the M-class flare. Here we were watching it in the differential. Brought to us by industrial engineer Ari Quiores. Another prediction I made was we would see the coronavirus spiking during the winter in the northern states. And so Vermont, New Hampshire, Michigan, Rhode Island, Minnesota are all spiking pretty bad. And then New Mexico, which isn't very north, but just letting you know. Heck of a flood watch for Honolulu, says Justin Gibbs. Flood watch remains in effect through Tuesday afternoon. What? Flash flooding caused by excessive rainfall remains possible. Where? All Hawaiian Islands. When? Through Tuesday afternoon. What are the impacts? Asterisk asked. Well, rain events of this size can cause catastrophic flooding and affect areas that do not usually flood. Low spots and roads will become dangerous and impassable due to severe runoff. Debris in streams and gulches may clog bridges and culverts, resulting in dangerous flooding. Numerous landslides are expected in areas with steep terrain. So, this is a video from Guadalupe in the Basilica that I've watched several times. Oh, whoa. That, I shouldn't have shown it to you. What the hell? But yeah, it's dangerous out there, man. Play defense. And, I'm almost always anti-rioting, anti-protesting. But, we can't stop people from doing it, really. But I don't know. I just don't think good things will happen if you show up to a protest. Protesters storm Christmas market in Luxembourg, where vaccination or a negative test is required. The whole world seems to be on edge right now, really. Eric Webb tracking all the model runs for the December 8th-ish possible storm blizzard thingy. I want to be inspired. Is that too much to ask? Maybe during pandemic, sure. Hey, look, photos of attractive women in their mid-20s. Is it legal for me to date women in their mid-20s? I think so. I don't think social networking would agree. Whatever. It's fun to dream. Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. It's so weird knowing we have a major storm coming of some kind on Christmas Eve. Mr. Whale letting us know that Bitmart hacked for an estimated $200 million. Dozens of vaults have been stolen, including SafeMoon, Baby Doge, Floki, X2P, Hero, and that one. Wait, so I put out this really cool edited video called Massive Shift Coming, Dystopia vs. the Sun, and everything will be better by spring of 2022, except Bitcoin, 17 hours ago. I'm sorry, there was a repost that I put on Twitter. What I'm trying to say is that I put up a warning hours on Bitcoin, hours before it crashed from 57 to 42. Although it's bounced back up, I'm just saying I think Bitcoin's going to have a pretty problematic December. And I told everybody we should probably sell at 63. But I just pointed that out. And I know, I feel like I put a lot of really good information out on this channel. But yeah, you got a lot of mixed weather coming to multiple states. So get ready. Yo, will I be shadow banned forever? Maybe. We'll see, though. I'll hang in there either way. Because you guys are awesome. Y'all being awesome is the reason I'm still hanging around, giving y'all my best. All right, if you'd like to contribute to THORnews, the December fundraiser, you know how to do it. I got $1,140 left to raise. And nothing but love for y'all. And I'd like to say thank you again to Asteroid Fight Club. Thank you, JJ. Thank you, The Goods. Thank you, Wizard of Oz. Thank you, The Texas Angel. Thank you, Mist. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Alexis. Thank you, Max. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Glenda. Thank you, Arnica. Thank you, Lightsoul. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Marlita. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Ann. Thank you, KJ. You guys are awesome. Talk to y'all soon. Have a great day. And I might even talk to you again today. Yay. God bless everyone.